B, stylized in all caps, is the fifth Korean language, ninth overall, studio album by South Korean boy band BTS. It was released on November 20, 2020, through Big Hit and Columbia. The pandemic unexpectedly put a lot of our original plans to a halt. However, it provided us an opportunity to step back and focus on ourselves as well as our music. We reflected the emotions that we felt during this unprecedented period into this album. We were also able to take a step further by taking roles in overall production, such as concept development, composition and visual design. BTS released their fourth Korean language studio album Map of the Soul, 7 in February 2020, to critical and commercial acclaim. 2-3, in support of the album, the band was slated to begin their fourth worldwide concert tour, Map of the Soul Tour in April 2020, which was eventually postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 4, on April 17, 2020, RM confirmed that the band was working on a new album during a live broadcast on YouTube. 5, he hinted that they would be sharing the preparation process of the forthcoming album through subsequent self-documented videos as part of their StayConnected and CarryOn initiative to interact with the fans during the lockdown. 6. On April 24, Suga teased the album in another broadcast. Before we started, we decided who was in charge of what. Who would oversee everything, who would oversee the visuals, who would oversee the music. We split that up. We discussed it amongst ourselves and made the decision. 7-8, during a YouTube livestream on May 1, Jimin revealed that he was assigned as the music project manager and admitted that the forthcoming album would be self-produced. Talking about his role, Jimin explained, "I don't know yet how exactly I will proceed, but I am working hard in order to be of help. As PM, what I can do now is ask the members how they want to work, what story they want to tell, how many songs they want to do, what style of song, what the composition will be, which members will be suitable for what, and communicate this to the label." 9. On May 7, J-Hope and RM revealed that the former of the three had been assigned the role of visual project manager and they discussed the album concept, jacket photos and styling during the broadcast. 10. On June 16, Jimin revealed about the writing and recording sessions for the album. 11. On August 13, Big Hit Entertainment held a corporate briefing where the agency confirmed that BTS' new album would be released in the fourth quarter of 2020. 12-13, speaking about the album in an interview with Teen Vogue, BTS stated, "An increase of direct participation in the album-making process allowed us to explore more aspects of our music and creativity. Because all the members are involved in the album somehow, there are more last-minute changes being made than before, which leads to more uncertainties surrounding the finalization of the release date." 14. According to a press release, the album imparts a message of healing to the world by declaring, "Even in the face of this new normality, our life goes on," and reflects the thoughts, emotions and deepest ruminations of BTS while working on the album. This new project offers an even richer musical spectrum experience as well as the most BTS-ish music yet. 15. B is 28 minutes and 30 seconds long and features 8 songs. 16-17. The album opens with Life Goes On, an alternative hip-hop and synth-pop song underlaid with an acoustic guitar. 18-19. Pertaining to a mellow vibe, the song lyrically deals with the COVID-19 pandemic and speaks of being hopeful for something better. 20-21. The second track, Flight in My Room, is a 1990s-inspired R&B and pop song with neo-soul and synth-pop elements. 2022, performed by Jimin, J-Hope, and Suga, the vulnerable track features breathy vocals and falsettos with the former two switching back and forth in the verses and chorus, and the latter two rapping in a sing-song style. 22-23, the song relies on a sparse, laid-back production for which 70s piano, funky keyboards, and drum beats provide minimalist instrumentation and sports a staccato-style melody. 21-23-24, lyrically, the track addresses loneliness and confinement, speaking about mentally being able to travel to escape the monotony of quarantine life. 25-26, the melancholic Blue and Gray is a soft ballad in an arrangement of acoustic guitar, twinkling pianos, and wistful strings. 20-21-27, during the track's emotional lyrics, BTS confess about fear, depression, and pandemic-induced loneliness. 25-20-28, The fourth track is a non-musical spoken-worded skit about BTS' first #1 song on the US Billboard Hot 100, which serves an interlude to separate the album into two parts. 2026, Telepathy is a playful disco and funk song 2021-24, that makes use of an electronic production driven by 70s beats, auto-tuned vocals, G-funk whistles and a chunky bass line. 27-28, Disease is an old-school hip-hop number accompanied by funk-laced horns and guitars in which the band muse about the wordplay. 25-24, the production utilizes brassy instrumentals, bold drums and a sparse jarring scratching sound. 22-21, the seventh track, Stay, performed by Jungkook, Jin, and RM, is a 90s future house, dance pop and EDM song 25-20-21-24, with heavy bass and an instrumental chorus. 28. The album closes with the summer anthem, Dynamite, a 1970s-influenced disco pop 29-30-31 song with elements of funk, soul 32, and bubblegum pop. 33. The upbeat production consists of snapping handclaps, bounces, grooves and infectious beats. 34-35. The track features a funky bass line accompanied by vocal harmonies, falsetto hooks and a disco rhythm that is ready-made for the dance floor. 36. The layered vocals, echo Y synth, and celebratory horns are used to recreate the 70s retro sound and lyrically talks about the joy and appreciation of little things that makes life valuable. 29-37-38-39. On September 27, 2020, Big Hit uploaded a teaser poster with the album's name, also announcing the release date. 40. Pre-orders for the deluxe edition began the following day. 41. On October 30th, BTS teased the title of the album's lead single Life Goes On Twitter. 42. On November 10th, the band posted the album's track list and digital cover. 43. On November 13th, they held an unboxing session of the album which was broadcast live on their YouTube channel. 44. 9 months after Map of the Soul, 7. B was released worldwide on November 20, 2020, through Big Hit and Columbia in conjunction with the music video for Life Goes On. 18. On November 22, the band is slated to perform Life Goes On alongside Dynamite at the American Music Awards of 2020. 45. The next day, they will perform on Good Morning America. 46. Music critics have praised the album's authenticity but also found it unadventurous. 50. Writing for NME, Rian Daly described B as the most accurate musical encapsulation of the roller coaster that is pandemic life so far and that the group strikes a perfect balance between encouragement and reassurance. 24. Jock and Embley of Evening Standard opined that the album is exquisitely produced with near-faultless vocal performances, and although it doesn't take many risks it works as a thing of comfort for millions. 27. Vox Asia Romano described B as a deliberate roadmap for how we can all get through the next few months. 25. In Los Angeles Times, August Brown described the album as the band's most overt attempt to ascend the US pop charts and a trim, reflective and modest LP about resilience, written to meet a weary global mood, which captures something about the totality of BTS fans' life in a pandemic, bored, scared and lonely, then resolved and raring to see what comes next. 51. Risa Brunner from Time deemed the album as short and sweet that is filled with a dose of escapist melodies, thoughtful lyrics and strong personality. 21. NBC News' Lexi Lane said that B shines through as their brightest and most unifying album yet. 26. In her review for MTV News, Emma Saletta said that the album channels the members' own fears and anxieties, as well as a steadfast determination to overcome, and ultimately delivers a profound beacon of hope for the future. 20. Describing the album as an oasis, Katie Go of ID wrote that B is the intimate, introspective lockdown project that embodies the emotional turmoil most of us have been through during 2020, and speaks, frankly, directly and unapologetically, to the current moment. 28. Annabelle Nugent of The Independent praised the album for experimenting with various musical styles and stated that it avoids the pitfall of sounding like a checklist. 22. Reviewing for Consequence of Sound, Mary Siriki dubbed the album as the cozy come-down which brings the listener home in every sense, inviting us into the world of these 7 young men in a way none of their other albums have so far. 48. Credits adapted from Big Hit's website and title. 5253.